Hi, it's Stephana here, and I have got a Tuesday tip for the day. We're going to talk about feet today because I have learned some new things about bunions. Someone was asking me about bunions and some pain in their feet, and so I was doing some research and also experiencing similarities in the pain around the big bone of my foot and just on the right side. So I did a little research, and one of the things about bunions is that it's not that we've got callus here, but it's that the bone is actually pushed out of alignment. So I'm going to show you some very simple things that you can do to help relieve that pain and also to maybe restore the foot placement. If you look at our toes, so I'm going to see if I can move my camera. You can look at my feet a little bit more and see how the feet go. So the feet have the toes just like our hands, and if we're always putting our hands into some small device and holding them that way and then trying to walk on them, they're going to start hurting just because the hands, as like the feet, have joints and bones and they need to move. I noticed over the last few months, I started, because of going to some black tie affairs and events, I was wearing shoes, they were pretty shoes, but shoes with very pointy toes. Now, I love shoes, and normally I don't wear them around my studio, but I certainly don't wear them at home, but even the small amount of time that I was wearing those shoes, I was starting to feel the pain there because of fitting the feet into that small space, right? Could you imagine fitting that? Now, yes, we do that every single day, and then we try to walk, and then we do all kinds of things with our feet. So what do we expect, right? Well, let's see what we can do to actually help restore that, besides seeing if we can get better shoes that are more appropriate, or those occasional times, how can we make up for that? Well, I'll show you. So this is a little toe spreader when you get a pedicure, and I would wear that afterwards, and that separates those toes, and I noticed it definitely felt better. So I've been doing that. The other thing is I only have it on my right side, so I'm trying to correlate as to what's going on, and that's when I'm pushing. I usually am barefooted in my car. I'll take my shoe off, but then I'm pushing on the gas pedal and I'm straining my big toe. So I've been wearing this and consciously pushing with a balanced foot so that I'm not creating an out of balance on my foot specifically. And then I was talking to my chiropractor about this, and Dr. Bill said, well, let's take a spoon, because you know we roll with the roller, and I love rolling here and rolling all the fascia and the tissue of the body. Well, in the feet, there is a lot of tissue as well. Plantar fasciitis, right? So when you get plantar fasciitis, so you have the tissue pulling, just like I talk about in class every day. I'm describing how if you have a thread and you pull a thread, it will pucker the rest of the fabric. It's just like that with the skin or the tissue here. So if you have tissue that you start pulling on or that gets tight, it's going to pucker and pull the rest of the skin, and that's going to cause pain. Look at that callus. It's time for a pedicure. So I was taught by Bill. He just said, lightly start scraping. Now, you'd think, oh, that's going to be miserable, but it actually feels amazing. So I'll do it for maybe 90 seconds, and I'll scrape that tissue. And, be very careful with the feet. Don't press too hard, and you don't want to do, so I'm not pressing very hard. It actually feels really good. And then when I stop, I can feel the circulation back in the toes, and it's wonderful. So those are the three things that I would do. First of all, be as much as possible getting the separation of the toes, just like on our hands. We want to use all the fingers and the toes and use them like tires on a car. We want them balanced. And then get your little toe separators, wear those, and take your spoon. So Dr. Bill said, grab the spoon part and then just use the edge of it. And it works. It's fantastic, and it's super simple, and it doesn't cost anything. Little hobs. All right, so that's my tip for the day. Doing some more foot care. There is nothing worse than having your feet in pain, right? So hope that helps. Going along there, doing some scraping. I'm going to continue doing this, and I'll see you later. Bye.